Happy Sunday, everybody. Hope everyone had a Merry Christmas. We thought we would talk a little bit about what you're going to see in this video, which includes a little bit of randomness, like our videos oftentimes do.
A whole lot of randomness.
Yeah, you know, it jumps around a little bit, but we also thought, since this is kind of the KOH prep series or our adventure to the hammers for 2025, we would talk a little bit more about some of the behind the scenes, what all the prep work entails. And of course, as many of you are aware, there's a lot that goes on.
The race is the easy part.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that. There is a lot of work, but I'm trying to do all the meal prepping, of course, trying to figure out exactly how many people will be in camp with us on what days, so I can decide what we're having for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and how many people each day. So coming up with the meals, doing the grocery shopping, prepping as much in advance as possible, so once we're there, all we really have to do is kind of reheat some of those meals. That makes it easier on us, since when we get there, there's so much going on always. You know, all of our crew that comes with are amazing friends. They're awesome. They volunteer their time to be there with us. So we try to make it as comfortable as possible for them. That also means I make sure that their admission ticket is bought, that their USAC is current, give them all the instructions to get their speed waivers signed. So I'm trying to get a real detailed list put together of all their contact information, keep that all in order. We're having some crew shirts made for the pit, so we get to order all of that, get all their names on their shirts, the correct graphics. Oh boy, what else? Those are just some of the things I was working on this morning.
It's so crazy trying to get ready for this race. I mean, I've been preparing for the last 6 months, you know, with the car and stuff, and then just recently in this video you'll see a lot of stuff. You know, I'm trying to build a kitchen for Jess for the hammers, you know, just make it easy for her. I got a stove, and I made a lid, you know, that's got to make it like an oven. And
he likes to keep me in the kitchen, but I will not be barefoot or pregnant.
I'll keep trying though. But you know, it's crazy. And this time of year, you know, everybody knows that, you know, it's Christmas time, it's Thanksgiving, it's New Year's coming up, you know, and just trying to do all this stuff in the mix of everything, it's insane. I mean, some people lose their mind, maybe even we do every now and then. We're just like, what the hell are we doing? We should just do like 4 Christmases and get the hell out of here. But so you're just gonna see a lot of random fabrication of dumb things, you know. I'm building the kitchen. I don't know what else have we done. I mean, just,
well, I don't know about so much random dumb things. I mean, for prep, the most random was recently getting the stuff ready for that kitchen, but then making sure, you know, I have lists everywhere. I find a list in my purse. I have one on my office desk here, my office desk down the road. Everywhere we go, I'm talking into my phone, making notes about things, making sure we've got chairs for people to sit in, we've got heaters to keep people warm.
Yeah, just the hospitality area inside. And that's another thing, you know. A lot of you might know, last year my kids thought it would make more of an impact on their racing career if they were separate. You know, they wanted to split the family team up, and it broke my heart, but at the same time, you know, they're growing up and everybody's moving on. And so we got rid of the big race trailer, and I'm like, man, I don't want to rent one of them stupid white tents out there. The first year I went out there and rented one, it was trying to blow away, and I spent more time wiring that thing up and trying to hold it down. So, you know, I reached out to a bunch of different people to try and build something, a garage type tent, something that looked professional, that had my sponsors on it and stuff. And it's going to be quite the surprise when you see it. It's beautiful. Dan from Hostel, great, you know, I got a hold of him, and he was the one. He said, man, I can make it happen. And I mean, it was all a last minute deal, and he was excited about it, and which made me get more excited. I can't wait till you guys see it, just the drawings and the pictures and the time that and the effort that he's putting into it. It's pretty badass. And it's going to be a 20 by 40 tent, and it'd just be my car in there and my hospitality suite and, you know, my crew. And we also got, you know, a lot of my old crew guys that are coming out that have been helping me for the last 20 years or however long it's been. And this year we thought we would change it up a little bit, and I've been watching some YouTube, and I reached out to Rory from Trailmaker Towing in Moab, and I've been watching him and his guys, and they seem just like us. They just know how to make stuff happen. They're badass. They look happy, they get along, and that's probably one of the most important things about a crew, is that everybody gets along and has a good time. To tell you the truth, when I go to this race, I go to have a good time. I mean, yeah, I want to win, but it's so much nicer when everybody is just chill and having fun, and you know, that's what we want to do, is make the best of everything.
Yep, I agree, and everybody just melts good together.
Yeah, so lots of cool new stuff, and in this video you'll see, you know, there's some stuff I had to build. Jess had me working on some Christmas projects, and you know, it's not very long in there, so don't let it detour you, but just randomness, you know, just so you guys can see, you know, what we're dealing with on a day-to-day basis. And I hope you enjoy it, and
Yep.
can't wait to see you at the Hammers. Hey dear.
Yes. Ooh, that's, thank you. Even though I said I wasn't hungry, you're gonna make me eat anyway, huh?
You gotta have a good breakfast.
Yeah, I have
figured
lots of work to do today.
Yeah, sending out Christmas cards, the old boss is.
Thank you, honey.
You're welcome. And sitting by the fire.
Oh yeah, I definitely need the fire. You might need to crank it up a notch.
Well, the boss is putting me to work today. It's Christmas Eve, and she wants me to make some stuff for her. I'm gonna be making a couple of picture frames today, and just doing things around the coop, because I'm Santa Claus. A skinny version. Well, not so skinny, but you know what I mean. Got all this leftover barn wood that we used on the walls inside the coop kitchen, and I've been just mitering it up and making picture frames out of it. That's the extent of my woodworking. Yeah, these aren't exactly woodworking tools, I guess, but I make what I have work. Trust me, I know exactly what you're thinking. It's cheaper to go down and buy one, but you know what? I say these are made with love. And I get practice. Too nice. My sawing skills ain't very perfect, so I gotta sand this junk. Then I'll put a little bit of a bevel. Yeah, looks nice, huh? Pretty soon, Hobby Lobby's gonna want me to stock these over there. Haha. I just want you to see how professional I am. I got this nice fence that I rigged up here for my router. You know, this wood, when I first got it, it was tongue and groove, and it came with a groove on both sides, one facing down the right way so that I could put my picture frame in it. Well, I've used them all on all my frames that I've made around the shop and stuff. And now I only have it this way. So I gotta router it. And I'm a redneck. Don't judge me. I did take wood shop in school.
What the hell? You asked me to video you so I can get covered in sawdust?
Yeah, roosted. This is why she loves me. I ask her for help and cover her in sawdust. It's kind of like a roll in the hay in my book, if you ask me. I'm gonna get a bunch of it down here. It's gonna look like a little manger for Jesus.
Yeah, you know times are rough when Santa Claus is actually doing his own work and he don't have no elves because he can't afford them. So we're gonna glue this together now. This isn't just Elmer's. I put some actual wood glue that I've had. Someone left here when we were building this place. And I got this nice Milwaukee nail gun. Yeah, who said I don't know how to work wood? I got a gun, man. So we're gonna start by putting a little glue on all these junctions. This just helps help it stay together when my nails don't, you know what I mean? And don't laugh at me, because I don't usually play with wood, if you know what I mean. I usually burn it or spank it. Not really, Jess does all that. Yes, I was talking about you. I was talking about playing with wood and...
I thought you were talking to yourself about me.
Oh, no. I said, yeah, usually Jess plays with my wood. I don't... I don't like to touch my wood. I'm gonna get it all together. Actually, we'll come over here to the edge of the table. And... yeah, check that out. Oh, look at that. One day I was holding this. See that nail sticking out of there? No one ever said I was safe from getting hurt. But yeah, I was doing this one day and shot a nail right through my thumb. But look at, there's another one. Usually they don't go sticking out the top. It's a good thing I got some wire cutters, if you know what I mean. Let's try and do this again. Then I just pin it like at an angle like this. Whoa, not like that. I'll have to pull that one out. You guys are thinking, man, this guy's a freaking idiot. Yep, I am. All right, so it'll be all good as soon as I pick them nails out of there. These are some pretty badass pliers. Crap, look at that. Yeah. Good thing that didn't get in my nail. Mrs. Claus would have been mad. Should have put some ointment on it. And some of these, I'll just break them off. Yeah, Hobby Lobby better be lucky I don't put them out of business. And then look, I kind of smash them in with this wood hammer I got. Look at that. Looked like it was made at the store, huh? Made with love, that's all that matters. So I keep a lot of this masonite around for heavy patterns when I'm making stuff. And I'm just gonna use it for a backer. So I'll take this picture frame and mark it out. And then I'll cut this masonite. Okay, I got the masonite cut out. Now I got this Lexan here, works good. You don't have to have real glass. People just get hurt with that shit. So I'll cut this Lexan out and get that thing together. Well, I got your picture frames almost done.
I heard you over here talking, remember? Talking about playing with your wood.
I know, I'm a wood burner, not a butcher. Well, I guess I am butchering it too.
I hope you're not.
And what the hell? I thought I was Santa Claus, not the freaking elf. How
Can't
come?
you be both?
No.
You don't have a split personality?
Are you saying something about me that I'm elf-like?
No, not at all.
All right. Well, almost done. What do you think of that one?
I love it.
So this was the first one that I did. This is her daughter
I guess it's
at
not
a
in there.
rave. It's gonna be pretty cool.
Yep.
We used a white wood on this one.
Yep, very pretty. I love it.
Well, hopefully she don't laugh at my woodwork.
She won't.
This is where it gets real serious. Peeling this crap off. Hopefully it's not too bad looking. This Lexan's been floating around here for a while, so it might be scratched up. Okay, we got the Lexan all ready to put in there. Then we'll put our picture in here. Put this in here. Now for the real redneck stuff. The Gorilla Tape. This is how I do it. It's pretty serious stuff we have here. I'm not sure how else the picture frame shop would do it, but all my pictures are like this, so that's how it's gonna be. No one takes them off the wall and looks at them, right? What do you think? Turned out pretty nice. Now I just gotta put a hanger on it. Well, Santa's got his work done. What do you think? Not bad for a metal fabricator. I'm not into the wood. Now, I got a box from Rugged. This is my radio stuff for the UTV for the hammers. I gotta install a radio. I got the fun part done, unwrapping all this stuff. Thank goodness I got a new co-driver that's pretty smart with electronics. We got this little kit that plugs in line on my radio, and I think this goes on his belt and hooks to his radio, but it's basically so he can talk to me if he's outside the car winching or doing anything. And then I got the setup for my UTV so that I could communicate with everybody, or my pit crew can communicate with me if they're running parts or whatever. So I gotta get busy now and figure out how to mount all this junk. Rugged does make it very easy, giving you all these brackets and stuff that are made for specific things. This one is for the Polaris General, and nice radio. Time to get to work. Oh yeah, is that what you call it? Not a bad day out, but still a little chilly, little breeze out there. We'll get this radio in this dang thing and see what's going on. Okay, I popped this out. There's a cigarette lighter that plugs in down here, and then there was a switch panel that went right here. And I'm gonna kind of change it up a little bit, and they gave me a couple of different brackets, you know, and this one hangs over, and I don't need all these switches, and I want to kind of use my cigarette lighter where it's at. And then it's got this little blue light hole. So I've drawn this on here. I'm going to take this one right here that's made to go in this one, and I'm going to cut that out, and I'm just going to screw it in there, and hopefully it's rigid enough to doesn't shake around when it's all mounted. We'll see how it goes. And my compressor took a crap. It was pretty old. So thanks to Power Tank, I can run my little saw still. And then I'm gonna have to get me a new compressor. This compressor, we got it back in the old shop, and we took it out when we got a new one, and I brought it up here when I got my shop built up here, and it worked fine, but there's a pressure switch and some other stuff that they say they don't make anymore, and they quit making this compressor, so I'm kind of screwed. But I've got a new one I want. This is a 7.5, just a screw. We don't even have a tank on it. It's so fast, I mean, pretty badass. It sounds like a vacuum when it runs, but I'm gonna have to get me a new one. Good old power tank. Gotta love Steve over there. I might need a new blade. Too nice. So I'm not sure, you know, how it was supposed to go. I think it threaded into this plate, which is a little more than I want to do. So I just screwed it into this, and if I have to, I can put some button heads with nuts on the back side, but I'm gonna put it in there and see how rigid it is. It should be, you know, this clips in, so it'll be nice and quick and easy to work on still if I want to pull this out to get to something. And then my cigarette lighter and my little blue dome light thing are still in there. Kind of like factory, but I got a radio hole now. Turned out pretty nice. What do you think? Uh-oh. Oh my gosh, what do you have?
Well, I got you these hangers you needed for your project.
That's for you. Okay, what else?
That's your project.
I see something in there that...
He was this lonely
Oh my gosh.
Grinch, light up Grinch, and you know, he's this old school style I like. Apparently this store is going out of business. I got him 50% off.
Oh yeah?
I even tested him out, so you won't have to work on him like Emerald's little toy. Yeah.
Oh boy. I hope no one else has these kind of problems where their wife Christmas shops like non-stop.
Look how cute he is. Wait till you see him lit up on the counter.
Where are we putting them at?
On the counter.
I thought I was the only Grinch around here.
You can't fit on the counter.
Oh, I can, trust
You
me.
do get lit.
Yeah, I can fit on the counter. You want to try
Let's go
me?
get some pizza.
Okay. Anyways, this worked out pretty nice. And I actually popped it in there. It's nice and rigid, so it's gonna work good. Thank you, Rugged, for making my life easy. Boss is calling me. Let's go see what she's got going on. Did you call me?
I said, are you ready? I didn't mean to look at my Grinch, but that'll work too. You ready to look at my Grinchy? See how cute he looks?
Yeah. He's not as cute as me. All right, the boss says she's taking me for pizza. So, long wongs it is.
You gonna have a beer? Oh.
What's that?
Said you're gonna have a beer?
I have whatever you want me to have. Preferably the clear kinds. When the boss says, let's go get some pizza.
She means pizza. I said, let's take a break.
Looks delicious, got all the good toppings. All installed. Thank you, Rugged, for making it such a simple deal. Breaker, breaker. Love it. See you on the lake bed. Now that we got the radio installed on the UTV, we got this griddle that Jess picked up for us, and I'm gonna have to make something to pack it in. And the first thing we do is this little bitty grease tap right here. This won't hold a pound of bacon grease, so I usually start out by making me a nice big container, and I'll probably, instead of having it screw on, I'll make it lip right over this and just slide up here, and then we can dump it easily at the hammers. And I'm gonna probably make some kind of a, I don't know, maybe a wooden box to put it in, just so the knobs don't get messed up and we can kind of store it standing up like that. I'll have to think about this one for a minute.
Your hands out of here. You can't be cheating.
How could you know that?
Yeah, you're touching me.
No one touched you.
What?
So you are cheating. I know you can see. How are you sure?
You'll
exactly
see in a
where they
minute.
are?
Because
Right
I know
now.
where they are. It's common sense.
Can I use my other hand?
No.
Grandma.
Am I getting any?
Let's put it this way, no one's gonna be eating.
What's happening now is not good. I'll just
Okay, it's Tyler's slain. He is the bow
Get out of
master.
here.
Oh, shit.
Because they're way over here. Wow, I thought you couldn't hold the bowl.
Oh, actually, yeah, we didn't hold our bowls last time. Oh, I didn't know you could hold the bowl. I don't know what the rules are. We were making them up. Quicker!
Wait.
Come on now.
I know there's not any going on now. I can feel that. But I felt.
We gotta be running out of time.
What the cheat? You're such a cheater.
No one said where you had to hold the bowl.
No, you're not supposed to be holding the bowl.
Of our feet. And
You can just break the
She's got hooves. Them are called dancing shoes.
yeah.
Check out mine.
Yes, this is so cute.
Oh, the baby saw me, got excited. We survived Christmas. Good time. I hope everybody else had a good time. I'm back on this project. I got the plywood for my stove and stuff to make a nice little box. Something to carry it in so it doesn't get beat up. And store it away. What do you think? I pinned it, I glued it, and I screwed it. Should be pretty tough. Now I just need to get me a couple of hinges, make a little door, and get a couple of handles for each side. Getting close. Well, I feel pretty lucky. I got an Ace just right down the street, so whenever I need something, it makes it very easy. I picked me up some door hinges I'm gonna make this a lid, and then a couple of handles and some latches. This is what she looks like. Got a couple of handles on it, put some latches, 3 door hinges. Probably a little overkill, but I'll be able to throw it around and keep it from breaking these knobs up. And I can store stuff on it or stack stuff on it, and then I'll use it for a partial table. I used wood because it's a little more giving, and when this thing gets grease and stuff on it, the wood will soak it up instead of just being a greasy piece of metal. Now I'm gonna build this grease trap, and then we can be done with it. I I've got this crusty, rusty, looks like probably 18 gauge. That's what I'm gonna make my little grease trap out of. That way it's nice and light and it's not gonna rust because it's gonna be greasy. Here's what I got. This is gonna be my first little break, and I'm gonna fold that, we call it hemming it, so it folds over so it's not a sharp edge and you get cut on it when you're playing with it. I'll do both ends like that. So we just take it and bend it right on over till it bottoms out. You can kind of see what it looks like. And then I lift this up and put it back in here like this and smash it. And then you got a nice little rolled edge. Pretty nice, huh? So here's my pattern. I've got to make it cut out
Babe,
for...
you got my kitchen ready yet?
Oh yeah. Tell her you're gonna build her a little kitchen for the hammers and she gets all excited.
No,
I'm trying to make it user friendly. I'm gonna make you a big grease trap and all that stuff.
And what is this? My carrying box?
That-
Really small.
That's to put it in.
Dang.
She'll be nice and handy. We can even use it when we go camping. You might need your girlfriend to help you carry it.
Yeah. Looks nice, babe.
Thank you. So I'm gonna punch these corners. And that's gonna make it just a little bit easier for me to cut out when it comes time. And hopefully I got enough clearance on there so that it works. Yep, now I'll just cut that out. Getting her all broke up now. Just so you get the idea of what I'm doing. It'll go like that, and then this will break on up. Well, it looks like I could have made it a little bit tighter so it held a little bit more grease, but that's quite a bit of grease compared to that little chicken shit thing they had. All right, well, screw that. I'm scrapping it. I want a bigger one. Okay, much better, a lot more capacity, and then look at how tight I got this. Right on there, so when I can feel the level of grease up a little bit more. My rolled edge is to the outside so that when I drain it, it's not getting trapped inside there. Now I just gotta cap the sides. Here's the sides. Got them rolled out. Sit right on there like that. Oh yeah, getting somewhere now. Too sweet. Then it sits above the table that I set it on. And I also made it where when I store it, the griddle is set over it and I can store it inside like that. Perfect fit. Now I'll sand this booger weld off there and make it look like I knew what I was doing. Here's the old one. Little bitty piece of shit. What do you think? Got this nice big tray. Can cook for quite a few days probably without dumping it. And then when I want to store it, just go like this. Stick it on in there. All right, so here's how you use your little stove. This probably will be sitting on a nice table. So you could just, so it's up higher because the table's gonna be like this high. So this will raise it up. So we'll just cook right on this. And then when we want to store it, just go like this. Might have to have someone help you carry it.
It looks good though. I like it.
Mrs. Campbell's kitchen. Yeah, I had to put something on there. Don't look at my butcher router work, LOL. Now I'm gonna get a little carried away and make me a lid for that griddle. That way I can do some baking in there if I wanna bake some cookies or maybe some biscuits and gravy. It'll come in handy too, just to cover the grill up at the hammer so it don't get covered in dirt. All ready to break. Then I'm gonna have to get me a handle, or maybe two. Got the lid all broke up, now I just gotta weld it. And I went ahead and made another one of these to go on this other side. I gotta sand it up still, but I'm gonna put it on this side. Oh, I'm gonna have to open it up a little bit, but I figured I could put my salt and pepper shakers and all that crap in there. All right, dear. Here's your griddle. I made you a little tray for your salt and your pepper and your Montreal. And then lift your lid up. You got handles on your, this is your baking lid, or you can put it on when you don't want shit to get on your grill when it's out there.
Very nice.
And then this is your grease trap. And this is your little hanger
My
for
utensil hanger.
Yeah, so we gotta get a spoon and a knife, but
Right on. You did such a nice job.
now you're
Like
gonna be in charge of cooking my meals.
Now I am, like I haven't always been.
Well, and then we got the nice little box to put it in. Working on my breakfast masterpiece. It's called a Mexican green cheese sandwich. And my Grinchy girl has got the sink all plugged up with all her plants. I bet everybody wishes they had a beautiful wife like mine. Frosty, milky mug. Thank you, dear. Get back to that planting or whatever you're doing. She's fasting today for some reason. I got my lucky charm. I have this ticket.
Milk and cookies.
And we're gonna scratch it today to see if we have to go to work. Maybe we can take the day off. We might.
Ooh, a lucky 7. I mean, that's a good start. It's a good sign.
Mm-hmm.
7 and a 3. All right.
That's it?
No, I was like, move that phone back a little bit. 2, 17. Ooh, 3. We won $2. Made my money back. Woohoo! Like breaking even. And that's it.
$2, folks. We're going to the bar. Donnie came up this morning and brought my parts back from the anodizer, and I'm gonna send this stuff down with him to get powder coated. This is my little quick pin that I put on here just for a secondary hold down on that. Robert came up, he's fixing my oil leaks. Donnie also brought my transmissions, and all the converters have been changed. Can't wait to get it back together. Got my oil container holder back together. Robert's about got this pan and stuff cleaned up and ready to go back on. Had a little split in the gasket. Things are going pretty smooth. Dave's working on the front seal. He's got it going back together. Got my anodized GPS mount in. Very nice.
So, looking good.
One of the most important things when you're building a car is make sure you can work on it. It's nothing like being able to pull the oil pan in the car and stuff like that. Just keeps it simple. Well, Robert and Dave showed up today, fixed my oil pan leak, and now they're going to get a burger at the Red Onion.
That's it. Burger and beer.
Yeah. I wish I was going with you, but I got to stay here and make the rest of this shit work.
The rest will work. All right, so
Well,
good luck to you.
right on. Well, thank you guys.
I go have fun at the Hammers and go win it.
Right on.
Sounds good. See
Thank you, Dave.
Hey,
You guys.
see you later.
See you, Robert. Look at these ratty old shoes and stuff. And look at that girl. She always gets all the good clothes, and I have to wear the transient looking stuff.
Oh, were you showing them your freaking ripped pants and shoes?
Yeah, she complains about my nasty looking clothes, but it's because I save all my money to buy her the best. So I have to look like a homeless person. Yeah, you always get the best, dear.
That's right.
So Robert got the oil leak fixed, and I noticed when I was taking it apart that my my serpentine pulley that goes on the front of that was, the belt was kind of riding the edge right here. So I'm gonna make a shim. They make shims for this, and Robert has one at his shop he was gonna send me, but I'm kind of impatient, so I'm just gonna make one myself, and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. I didn't have the right size hole saw, so I just drew a circle. Hopefully it looks nice on our own. You don't have a lathe, you have to improvise. Not bad for some redneck shit. Now we'll hole saw that center out so that it slides over this. Oh, look at that precision. Now I just gotta clean it up and it'll fit right on there, nice and snug. Nice precision fit. Look at that. Now I just gotta transfer these holes. I'll get a transfer punch. Perfecto. So I punched one hole. Now I'll transfer punch these other now that I got a bolt in there. That way it's perfect. Got these all ready to punch. Make this thing perfect. Sometimes it's just faster to make stuff. Redneck machinery, and it fits like a glove. Look at that. We got that all on there. This bracket here, I'm probably gonna have to weld that hole up and then re-drill it because my cover is so close to this that it will rub. But I'll do that after I get my transmission in. Well, got that all done. Now I just need to tighten everything up and should be ready to go. Making some homemade fried chicken for dinner. Oh yes, I love me some fried chicken. We don't eat a lot of fried food around here, but we are tonight. Aren't you so lucky? Got me a good woman and I'm a good cook.
Thanks for making dinner.
You're welcome.
Looks delicious.
Okay, got the transmission in. Now I'm gonna pull this bracket off right here and weld that hole up and probably move it back a 1/4 inch. I know it was pretty close before, like every now and then you could hear it touch when you first fired it, vibration. So I'm gonna move that bracket back, and that's for my belt cover. It's the chain effect, or whatever the hell you call it. When you move something, everything else changes. After getting it off and looking at it, I made it out of aluminum, and it's got a crack in it. This is one of the bad things, you know, you break it and just vibration and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and just make a whole new one out of some 1/8" steel. Not as cool, but no one's gonna see it. And it'll be a little stronger. All right, so I got a piece of 1/4" aluminum taped up here just for clearance. I got my bracket on there. Now I'm gonna put this cover on there and mark it. Yep, just gotta mark it. Like new again, all ready to go. What do you think of this? I got this back from the anodizer and it just kind of slides on and off of there. This is gonna be my toolbox for the hammers. We're gonna take the whole thing. That way I can store a bunch of stuff down here, and then I have my nice little Milwaukee battery stuff, and I wired it in on this. That way we can plug phones in and all kinds of stuff, and everything's just nice and simple. I like all my wrenches out where I can get to them. That way we ain't opening drawers and stuff when we get there. Anything we can do to be organized. Well, I think it's about time to load this junk up and get ready where we can head out in the morning to go for our New Year's celebrations and stuff. And we're gonna go down to Tucson and pick up a Jeep title and maybe a cowl, maybe a tub. Something I'm gonna use. I'll probably buy some new side skins and kind of build my own tub. I want a specific wheelbase. I'm trying to get around 116 to 118. And we'll see what we come up with. So I hope you guys enjoyed the chaos that we're dealing with and just the randomness of everything. And you know, it's a couple days before New Year's Eve and we're gonna go make a trip out of it. I got a bunch of friends that are going down to Florence this weekend to go do some riding and camping and reminiscing. And on the way, we're gonna stop in Tucson and pick up that next project that we've been talking about. And we hope you guys follow along and enjoy what we've done. And yeah. So
I think it's gonna be fun.
yeah.
The project and New Year's Eve.
Oh yeah, New Year's Eve.
Yeah, really guys, if you're not already subscribed, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. It really helps us to continue to make the content and get it out there. So share the channel, like, comment below, let us know your thoughts, and thanks for watching.
Thank you guys.